Today, we're taking a look at a video by FBE Capital about how men develop as they age and why modern women seem so surprised by it. Let's find out what's going on.
I have gained weight. I'm 34 years old. I'm not 25 anymore. And a guy that I dated when I was 25 just came back into my life, and he's in the best shape of his life.
Goggle, goggle.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, huh?
Never make fun of a man because they level up as they grow.
Older guys, 100%.
Older guys.
Older guys.
Mature men are definitely better, 100%.
They know what they want in life, you know?
Because they're more intelligent. They've got more money, which means they won't ask you for anything. More interesting. Often better looking.
I'm 31 and I have wrinkles on my forehead, jowls, and he gets new gray hairs in his beard and his mustache, and he's never looked sexier.
It is a gift from God.
Jealousy because my ex is really out there working it.
This is like so bad saying this. We're talking like 35, 40, like up.
Younger women think of older men as more confident, assertive, and masculine than guys their age. And that's incredibly sexy to a woman.
The builders still are on the scaffolding looking over, but I am invisible to them.
Because men at that age have learned to control themselves and focus on what's important.
What's your age?
30.
Are you single?
Yes, sir.
Do you think dating gets harder for a man or a woman as they age?
It's definitely harder for a woman. You know, I mean, men age like wine, women age like milk. After a certain age, women lose the ability to attract the same men they did when they were 20, 21, you know? Men are attracted to youth versus women are more so attracted to experience.
For men, life starts off hard. We have nothing in the start. But as we go, we gain money, experience, clarity, and wisdom.
So do you think that a woman should tolerate cheating from a wealthy man?
I don't necessarily advocate for infidelity in a relationship. However, I think that when you deal with certain men, and it's not necessarily wealthy men, because sometimes wealthy men got no game. They don't know how to talk to women. They're not as socially aware as most men. However, I think that with a certain kind of man, women will tolerate cheating. It's not that they have to. I think that they will.
You can tell how he knows to carry himself, how rich his vocabulary is, and even his body language. Age plays a big part in that.
What kind of man is that?
I would argue that it's a man like I described, you know, confident, competent, good-looking, well-dressed, well-mannered, smells good. Certain things about that man, the way he carries himself, the way he talks.
As a heterosexual female, I think we could all agree that the number one reason we are not dating is men.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
If you don't want to grow with your partner and you want them grown already, you're not picky. You're just selfish. Love it when they get older. They finally feel what we did when we were younger.
Not accept the misogynistic treatment that men have been doing for centuries.
According to this article in the New York Times, it says that men are becoming obsolete.
Hooking up with men or being intimate with men who don't respect us at all and actually actively dislike us or actively are using us.
Men age like fine wine, and men only hit their prime in their 30s. Men's peak, I think, really, especially if you take care of yourself physically, because that's also a big factor of it, 32 to 40.
Just make sure you take care of both your body and mind.
Like, it's insane. In like the last year, the quality of girl that I've gotten, I couldn't get that 2 years ago. And that's me at the age of 22. I will say, like, pretty much all the girls that I date and hang out with, they're older, you know, 24, 25, 26. I have girls, like female friends of mine, who would never in a million years touch a 22-year-old. They could be the same exact person. Nothing could change. The only thing is, on their driver's license, it says that they're 30 rather than 22.
With age comes great wisdom.
And I also get that back sometimes, that women are starting to feel invisible at that age. What does that come down to?
Oh, God, dating is a freaking disaster. It's not a place you actually want to be in your 50s. They all go for the younger women. So my dating puddle, even though I think I'm pretty smart and I'm not bad looking, and I am as invisible to I'd say 70% of the men as any woman that was 56.
But still, men choose younger, between the age of 20 to 25, to increase their chances of having a family.
Like, I'm single now, and I'm 54 this year, and then you think, well, who is going to be interested in me when they can get a 30-year-old?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Men increase in value with age and women decrease in value. I remember I used to say to a girlfriend about like my wrinkles in my forehead.
This guy is the prime example of how he took aging as a power, not an obstacle.
And they're getting deeper. And then only in the past, I don't know, several years, have these wrinkles got, I mean, there ain't no Botox, there ain't nothing. There's nothing that are going to take away these wrinkles. And one time someone said, they give you character. I like them. Don't do anything about that. I like them. Not that I was thinking about doing anything about it. But the reality is, as I get older, my social value increases. I'm able to make more money. I am more of a prolific writer and speaker. I stand on more stages now than I ever did.
Always look at the bright side, just like this man.
I know LeBron thinks he can, but he can't. His body's not equipped to take the rigors.
Person to blame? It's Tom Brady. Ain't gonna get it done because the old man is an old man.
Ronaldo is too old to press/defend.
You know what? It's really freaking hard to be a woman because we really get dismissed from the table.
Tom Brady's just about done. It could be his next game he plays, it could be a year from now, but he is going to fall off a cliff.
That was not the case. He did the opposite and only kept going up as the years went by.
How horrible is it that the patriarchy society has made it that, men age like fine wine, but women age like prunes. And when the menopause kicks, we're all dead.
I don't think that came from patriarchy. That came from women.
Oh?
And I'll say that because it's women who express desires for qualities that older men have.
They recognized those qualities because men worked hard over the years to develop them. Not to be noticed. We did it for ourselves.
That's where it's like men age like fine wine. It's not men that said that, it's women. The sexiest man alive for like the past 7-8 years running has been men over the age of 40. George Clooney was, Brad Pitt, I think Idris Elba. These are all men over the age of 40. So the whole thing that men age like fine wine has always come from women. It's never come from men.
We aren't even trying, yet we are winning.
What do I look for? Intelligence, wit.
You've got a shopping list.
I have got a shopping list.
Her personality, and of course that. I look for for looks, for beauty, personality.
That's a pretty boy. Pretty boys. I was going to say money as well, but that is something that I don't really want to go on YouTube. Someone with a good job.
You can tell how men don't even mention money because most men would never want to depend on someone. They'd rather do it on their own.
Or at least like maybe educated, but knowledge.
Intelligence.
Brain. Experience.
Ideal girl, she obviously has to be on point, like look-wise, and then her personality.
So number one on my list is they know what they want. So a guy that has been through more, he's gone through a couple jobs, he is a little bit older, he's more established in life, is probably going to know what he wants a lot more than someone younger who's just kind of getting into the swing of things and figuring things out.
As a man, there is no easy way around this. Gaining experience and knowledge doesn't come overnight.
Go for tall, dark rugby players, basically.
Older because they're taller.
I think the tall thing's a big thing for girls. Because for me, I like to feel like I'm petite. Yeah.
Guys do age well, attractively, like physically, aesthetically, but also just the way they carry themselves. They're not there to answer to anyone else.
Confidence is huge.
It's true. As long as you trust in yourself, you can go very far.
Baby, you have to stop dating these little men, these boys, okay? Start dating the grown men, all right? And this is more than an age, it's a mentality. A grown man is not gonna fucking play with you, okay? He has done the inner work. He sees himself. He sees who you are. He truly assesses, and he's going to provide for you.
The thing you didn't consider is that mature men are often cautious and know that dating doesn't always go as planned.
In every way. I mean, the energy is so different with a grown man. Like, it's amazing. And you feel, everyone's like, oh, get in your feminine energy. You need to get in your feminine energy. And if you've never been around a real grown Man, you don't even know what it is to be in your feminine energy. I mean, it sounds cute in an Instagram swipe story, you know, see a little quote from Twitter talking about feminine energy and soft life.
But the reality is that men don't accept anyone in their lives, especially mature older men.
Seen what's out there and truly knows and appreciates who you are. So when you're around a man like this who has intentions that are strong and that knows your value and knows their own value as well, you're gonna feel this calmness that just relaxes your nervous system, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm just chilling, I'm relaxing.
That's because he is a leader and makes people around him feel safe.
For long-term money is such a turn on for me, and I'm sure a lot of girls.
They're more responsible.
I think if they put themselves sorted out, then they're more likely to understand how to treat a woman. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you could sort yourself out, then you can worry about someone else afterwards.
Okay. I understand. We judge if you live with your mama.
What the is this piece of
I feel like the man not living at home would be more attractive. If you can like balance things out and you're saving money and you're responsible for your money, I think that's more attractive.
To every man that still takes care of his mother and has sacrificed living alone to care for her, huge respect. Always make your mother first.
How much money do you think a guy should make per year?
Depends where they live. I mean, if I'm like dating them, it'd be nice if they were at least making 100,000. Like $1 million, $2 million.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
100, like 500 grand? Is that a lot? Someone that you would consider wanting to be with the rest of your life. 300K.
My ideal girl.
Yeah.
Someone smart, someone funny.
Yeah.
Someone pretty.
See the difference in what this guy just said. He has realistic standards, and he is more likely to find a partner. This is true. Women's peak is 23 to 27. Men's is 32 to 38. I'm 44, and I'd say I'm in my prime.
Her being nice and taking care of me. What women think matter to men actually don't. We don't care about your money. We don't care that you're independent. We don't care you are a quote-unquote boss. Like, no one cares about any of that.
Loyalty. I would need my woman to be my friend, because I don't just want to be with someone that I don't get along with.
As long as you're mellow and you're chill, I like a girl that doesn't nobody. I don't want no girl that has a bunch of thought-ass friends.
It's all about her social cycle. If it's bad, it's going to badly impact her. And a man won't let that happen.
What about the height? Height?
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me, really.
Let me address one thing you mentioned about why am I single, or, you know, if I'm looking for love, or men age like fine wine. I'm in no hurry. I gotta meet the right person. If I meet the right person, we will date, we will be together, we will have a partnership.
This guy knows the key, and it's patience.
If I don't meet the right person, I am not gonna compromise. I am not afraid to be single. I'm okay. I have a lot of flexibilities right now. If I want to be in London tomorrow, I'll be in London tomorrow. I have nobody to answer to. Nobody answers to me. I'll be in London tomorrow. I like that part of my life, but I also want a partner that can have that level of independence. I have traditional African values, but most women think that because I said those things on the show, I'm sounding narcissistic, or I can be controlling and all of those things. Get to know me as a normal human being. Talk to my friends who tell you who am I. You know, I am very easygoing. When the situation calls for being serious, I will be serious. If the situation calls for being calm, I'll be your calm. I'll be your peace.
Disrespect him, and you never see him again.
If the situation calls for just being fun, hang out, get a cigar, go to the bar, get a drink, get shot, I'll do that.
If you are really pretty, you need to go for older men who have money. Okay? They feel like they done worked hard all their life and they deserve you.
They deserve better.
So they're not going to be intimidated by you or try to take you down a notch so that they can feel like some sort of a prize. It's like a car. And it's sad to make the comparison, but it is. It's like buying a very nice vehicle, you know, for especially a man of means, because he can show his house off to visitors. He can show his car off when he's on the road, but when he goes into a building or on a date, he can show his woman off.
And his woman will only be a high-value one that respects him and wants him for himself.
See? So they're more likely to go for a pretty woman. Look at me, look at Donald Trump. Okay. And he's the dang president, and you know that people that just talk trash. He talks trash all day. He's the president, but she could talk trash to him. You see how it works?
It doesn't work this way. He will walk away if she disrespects him. No questions asked.
You'll try that. Yes, go for older men who like are not on people's, you know, sexiest men alive list. Okay, they need to make an ugliest man alive so we can get this money. Okay, People, y'all hear me? People magazine.
She thinks it's easy, but older men aren't easily fooled.
The fact that Brad Pitt is going to be 60 years old.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And he looks that good.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He is insane. Phenomenal looking. His haircut.
Yeah, he looks great.
It's mind blowing to watch this guy grow up and get consistently better looking.
Quinta Brunson.
He looks so good. I'm sorry. He looks.
No, he does.
He looks so good.
That's true, and you'll never hear someone say the opposite.
What makes an older man so attractive? I know a lot of people think why young girls like me, I'm 25, go after older men to date and marry. And honestly, those things are not even true, and they're kind of stupid. The biggest reason people come up with is that a young girl only wants an older man for his money. And then the second thing is that an older man only wants a younger girl because she's so attractive and she, you know, is useful, if you catch my drift. Young girls like me just simply find it super attractive when an older man talks about his 5-year life plan instead of, oh, what bar I'm gonna go hit up this weekend.
An older man is a man with a plan.
And just the bottom line is that older men are so much more attractive than guys my age, simply by the facts of they're loyal, they know how to treat women, and they're just better. That's all. Case closed.
Most unfair difference between men and women, in my opinion, men approximately have 20% more collagen in their skin than women do. And do you know what that means? Because they have more collagen density in their skin ages more slowly than women's skin.
And what's even more fascinating is that most men don't do a skin routine. We just wash our faces with water, and we're as good looking as ever.
That is so unfair. So the next time a man asks you why you have so many steps in your skincare routine, you can hit him with the facts. And on that note, collagen production starts to decline in our mid-20s by about 1% each year.
Make sure, as a man, you eat the nutrients to keep your manhood as long as possible. And remember, if nature doesn't make it, don't take it.
And in the first 5 years after menopause, women lose about 30% of the collagen in their body. I was reading about menopause last night and my eyes started to tear up. I don't know if that's dramatic, but life is just so hard as a woman.
It's hard for us too, but with time, it gets better.
Why do women find older men attractive? The answer is pretty simple. It's because of what older men represent to women. Typically, older men represent stability, safety, reliability, chivalry, which are all things that women inherently look for in a partner. And this is great news for the men who typically date younger, and also the men who actually are younger.
Because that's how men are. They are leaders and protectors by nature. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.